Hello everyone, this is Cheri. In this video I'm going to show you the materials that you may see me using in the videos. Here I've got my graphite pencils. These are what I use to draw with all the time, and you can get these at any arts and crafts store or art supply store. As you can see, there are varying levels of hardness and softness for the graphite. They usually come, in 6 different pencils. This is what mine looks like on the inside, and yes, one of them's missing. I have no idea where I left it. But anyway, these are what I use, every day. You might see some of these in the video. Here you'll see I'm going to start with the hardest pencil, and this one is called 2H, and generally what that means is it shows up very light on the paper, and if you press really hard onto the paper, it really isn't that dark, and it can also leave a good dent in the paper. So it's good for finer work, finer shading. The next pencil that is in my kit here is HB. It's a little bit softer, and you can see it makes a little bit more of a mark. It's easier to darken on the paper. After that, usually comes B, but as I said, I'm missing one, so I'm just going to skip from the B to the 2B. And as you can see, this one's even a little bit darker than the HB, and it's easier to make a mark. After 2B is the 4B, and again, it is much softer, therefore it's a lot easier to make dark shading, shades with it. And the last one is the 6B, which is the, as far as I know, the heaviest or softest graphite available. Maybe there's heavier, but I've never seen any. Excuse me, softer, not heavier. So there's the pencils. There's other ones available like charcoal and stuff, but those are the ones that I generally prefer to use. Next I'm going to show you the erasers. This is just, I don't even know what the material is called, it's just a white eraser. It's one of the ones I prefer to use. It's not terribly messy and it's pretty effective, even though it's kind of dirty looking here. Next is classic pink pearl. I'm not as much of a fan of it, but it's eraser. If you can land your hands on one, it'll be useful. This eraser is also a favorite of mine. It's handy for travel, and it looks like it comes in a pin. You can just adjust the setting of how long you want it to stick out. It does make a bit of a mess, but it's very handy, say for school or travel. And then the one that everyone's been asking about is my kneaded eraser, which is spelled K-N-E-A-D-E-D, like you knead bread. Also a gum eraser, which is what my mom always raised me to call it before I knew that such things could be found in the store. The kneaded or gum eraser is awesome because it is mess-free. As you can see, there's no dust. It's malleable. It's fun to play with. You can stretch it. It is self-cleaning. As you can see here, like I made a mess there trying to erase all those lines, but as I stretch it and pull it, all that graphite gets absorbed into the eraser. It's like magic, and it is so much fun to play with. It's a great stress reliever, just pulling at it. It's very useful for using gradual shading, which I don't really do much in my tutorials here, but that's what it's mainly used for. When you buy it at the store, it's going to come in a rectangular block shape. All different brands sell it, so it shouldn't be hard to find. Next, of course, I use a Sharpie marker. That one is pretty easy to find. Art supply store, arts and crafts, Walmart. You can get that just about anywhere. I generally use the broader tip to outline everything in my tutorials or to color in things to block it out. The finer point, which is more like for writing, you could use it for finer details. I don't use it that much in the tutorials, but it's useful to have each side in case you want to do a little bit more detail work. And last, I'm going to show you the markers that I use. Crayola. I get the Super Tips washable markers. It comes in a pack of 50. I found that this covers most of my color needs because you can't really mix markers that well like you can say with paints or colored pencils. But if you want bold color, these are really fun to use. These actually have some smelly markers in there, which are kind of fun if you like to sniff markers, haha. But anyway, there's all the materials that I use. I hope that this video answered any questions that y'all might have had. I know that y'all have been begging and begging for months, you know, to find out what the erasers I use are and all that. So anyway, share in the comment section what you think. If you have any other questions about materials, also let me know. And thank you very much for watching. Y'all have a great day.